SendCheck is an AI-powered tool that helps people to understand how their messages might come across before they send it. This inspiration came from a very common problem. People often know what they want to say, but they are not sure how it will land. A student emailing a teacher might worry about sounding disrespectful or unclear. A tech worker writing a Slack message or PR comment might worry about sounding too blunt, too passive, or too vague. Small wording changes can have a huge impact. And in my utopia, I want to make sure that everyone gets their gets respect basically. However, sending an email that might sound disrespectful can hurt my utopian law basically. That is where SendCheck comes in. The user simply pastes in a draft message, adds extra context if needed, chooses an audience such as teacher, teammate, manager, or recruiter, and selects the communication channel like email, Slack, text, or Discord. Okay, so now let me tell you what I mean by that. Okay, so here is the message lab, which is a first option, right? You have right here, basically, yeah. And you enter a draft message here, extra context, audience, channel, and desired improvement. And here are three demo sample that you can do. You can use it right here. So let me select this one now for the demo sample. So this demo sample automatically fills out draft message, extra context, audience, channel, and desired improvement. And when I click analyze draft, it will analyze my response using a Federalist AI API key. I believe that Federalist AI API key, that one I'm using, is calling a Kimi model, which is an open source model that you can use easily. So therefore, my Kimi large language model will analyze this draft messages, extra context, audience, channel, and desired improvement to create a better, create a tentative feedback and how to make it better. And while this is generating, oh, this is having generated right now actually. So let's take a look how this message may land. Okay, so so it says that this section, the message conveys a need for extension but lacks professionalism and clarity. Yeah, and it says it is informal and slightly apologetic. The clarity and informal tone is obvious basically, and and it highlights the issue right here, the use of maybe. So you said there's a use of maybe here, which sounds informal, and it does not specify the exact time frame for the extension. So just a subject here, or here is the some of the option that this user can use instead of this draft message here. So this is the clearer version, this is warmer version, and this is more confident option as well. So here is also, it also says a recent analysis. So I have done a more analysis before this video. So here are like my recent analysis, and it is showing here as well. Now let's go to reply coach. So this is a reply coach on response without connecting on inbox. So while the message lab allows it gets some draft message, extra context, audience, and channel, it does not get the previous like the email you get. But reply coach helps individual to generate a clean response according to email. So here is a sample email. So there are two sample email: manager update and recruiter follow up. I'm gonna try manager update for this one. So it says from this is a fake email, of course, to you, a subject needs subject and when it was sent and short snippet. And here is the actual received email. It needs to say that what should your response accomplish. So this response should accomplish that it should of course sound warm and sound warm and send response clearly. Uh, let's say that, and let's generate reply option. Of course, it is using the same API key that I have used for Message Lab, which is from Federalist AI, and Yeah, so and it calls API model, same model, Kimi model for like large language model analysis of where this message is from and also your desired response. So here is the email. So recommended style is warmer. That's my key response because it was included in the first basically. And of course clarity is of another factor that this model should consider. So as before, in Message Lab, you have three options that you can use. So this is more clearer version. This is warmer version, which I'm gonna probably use because I want my message to sound warm, and of course there is more confident option as well. And so you can of course copy each of the response and you can use that for your response to your email. And here are some watchouts. Ensure that response is clear and addresses any potential blockers. Yeah. So this is the large language models response clearly addresses that issue. So that is SendCheck, and therefore in the future we want to make sure SendCheck has even more context aware with better support for difficult conversations, follow-ups, and workspace for academic scenarios. And SendCheck helps people communicate with more clarity, confidence, and control before they hit send. Thank you.